What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about one of the last updates in Modern Warfare 2, new patch notes, and the release of the Oni bundle. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, we got plenty of brand new coverage going up over on dkdynamite.com, expanding on all the content you're seeing here on the channel, just in the form of articles on the website, and plenty of tweets, of course, every single hour on Detonated's Twitter. Now, it was a ridiculous week with the early access campaign launch for Modern Warfare 3. I covered that the most that I could here on the channel with a raw walkthrough of every single mission, no commentary, no face cam. I also posted an ending explain video, and we also had plenty, and I mean plenty, of articles breaking down every single individual mission over on Detonated's website. But now that the campaign is out, I would argue Modern Warfare 3 is practically the current Call of Duty now, as Modern Warfare 2 support does come to a close. The first thing I want to address is something that has been asked quite a bit in a bunch of recent podcasts and other videos of mine. What is up with the Bruen LMG and the FR556? Two weapons that for whatever reason did release in Warzone Mobile a couple of weeks ago. I know the Bruen LMG specifically was rumored to release in Modern Warfare 2 for quite some time. There isn't a single DLC light machine gun inside of that game. So for those out there like, hey, what's going on with those two weapons? Are they coming to MW2? Well, like I said before, the haunting was indeed Season 6 Reloaded, as it also was for Modern Warfare 19 and Cold War. There isn't a separate Season 6 Reloaded update, and there wouldn't have been time to even release one considering all these new launches for Modern Warfare 3, campaign, the full release, so on and so forth. Luckily though, in the recent blog post for MW3, it was confirmed that both the Bruen and the FR556 are going to be launch weapons for the game itself. Now, it's possible at one point the Bruen was going to come to Modern Warfare 2 and maybe even the FR556, but because of the release of MW3, right, a back-to-back sequel, they saved those weapons for the new game instead. Now, it's cool that these two weapons were not previously mentioned on the leaked list of all launch weapons, so these are definitely a nice surprise. But as a reminder, the haunting event is JOEVER. The event itself does end as of tomorrow. I'm posting this video on a Sunday. The event itself does end on Monday to start off the week, so that'll be the end of all the Halloween festivities inside of Modern Warfare 2. So today is your last chance to complete the most wanted boss fights and secret challenges on Al Mazrah Night or Von Dead, as well as your last chance to complete the soul capture event to get the animated Ghoulie Camo, which in my opinion, as I put out on Twitter, might just be better than Orion. I like Polyatomic a lot, but I would say Ghoulie is a better animated camo than Orion is. Now, what's also cool is that Infinity Ward did tweet out the following: we understand many players missed a window of time to grind souls due to a back-end outage today. To account for lost time, we are re-enabling the boost in soul collection until Monday. Earn more souls in all playlists on Al Mazrah Night. This includes doubling the match cap and doubling the number of souls dropped by operators. So a couple of days ago, they released a Captain Price's Revenge type of event. People out there thought it was going to be something a little bit bigger, but all it was an increase of the souls you can get in matches of Al Mazrah Night. There was a major server outage within all Call of Duty titles as of the last few days. So what originally was just going to be like a 12-hour soul boost, they turned it into a 3-4 day soul boost. So you have until, I guess, tomorrow morning to go ahead and get as many souls as you can to unlock that Ghoulie Camo. Again, the Ghoulie Camo does cost 1,000 souls. You can get upwards of like 60 souls now in Al Mazrah BR, 50 in Zombie Royale, I think even 50 in Massive Resurgence, and I think still about 25 in regular Resurgence. But something else that's been asked quite a bit in a lot of my recent videos is what's going on with the Oni bundle, right? So there is a base Oni pack that was available as a pre-order bonus for those that digitally picked up Modern Warfare 2 on PlayStation last year. That has now become an 1,100 COD point bundle that you can get on Xbox and PC. The thing is, right, this is a platform-specific content pack, so even if you have Modern Warfare 2 on PlayStation and you also have it on PC, the pack itself won't transfer to your PC. It is a separate purchase and a separate download, essentially, on your other platform. Even if you're on the same Activision account, it doesn't matter. It is a separate pack, but it does come with the operator skin himself, as well as a blueprint, and I'll put it on screen so you guys can see. But in regards to the seasonal combat packs that came out, there was, of course, a PS Plus combat pack that came out each season for the Oni operator. Those should be popping up for free, I suppose, either in your item shop, your inventory, or might just appear at the main menu for Oni now on Xbox and PC. Those haven't been talked about too much, but now that Oni as a base operator is appearing for Xbox and PC in the item shop, those combat packs should be appearing relatively soon. Not sure why all those got delayed, because the exclusivity for Oni did end on October 27th, a couple of weeks ago, so these should have all popped up a while ago already on Xbox and PC. Not sure what the delay was for, but the main bundle is now beginning to appear on Xbox and PC, therefore the combat packs should be as well. Now, it's also really interesting, something that I think we were all wondering is how the weapon balancing is going to work for Modern Warfare 2 weapons inside of Modern Warfare 3. Like I mentioned before on the podcast, I just couldn't have possibly seen them leave the Modern Warfare 2 weapons as is, or as they are for MW3, because they probably don't want to create a situation situation where it's better to use overpowered MW2 weapons inside of the new COD, which would discourage players from using the brand new weapons or going for the new weapon grind and the new camo grind inside of the new COD. So what did they confirm in the recent blog? Well, they are going to be balancing the MW2 weapons in the new Call of Duty, as they probably should. They mentioned that the MW2 weaponry will receive a weapon balancing pass by Sledgehammer with additional adjustments coming after launch as needed. They'll be adjusting damage ranges, damage values, damage location multipliers for head, torso, and legs, as well as attachment value magnitudes, reducing MW2 laser ADS speeds, and even attachment pro and con values. They also mentioned this weapon balancing pass will ensure weapons from MW2 are optimized to perform alongside the new MW3 weapons arsenal while maintaining the identity of the MW2 weapons as much as possible. The team will be observing weapon performance at launch and beyond as part of ongoing post-launch game refinements. And yeah, to go along with new TTK, new movement, the way the maps flow, they gotta adjust these weapons. I mean, we already have separate balancing for all these weapons inside of Warzone, so I guess add another thing to the list there, a separate balancing pass for the new multiplayer coming out. Now the thing is, they also recently confirmed they're going to be removing weapon tuning inside of Modern Warfare 3 for all weapons, right? The old ones from MW2 and even the new ones that are in MW3. So there's a lot of changes coming to the weapon arsenal. I'm looking forward to seeing how the community responds to all this day one, but I think one thing's for sure is that you're probably not going to see a bunch of lobby spam with KV Broadside Dragon's Breath and Snake Shots and a bunch of other OP weapons that just became the meta recently. You're likely not going to see those weapons perform as such day one or beyond inside of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, and that's good news. But recently some patch notes did come out which buffed and modified a number of weapons inside of Modern Warfare 2. It was a pretty big weapon balancing update, and I speculated previously that this could have been the start of the weapon balancing updates that are also going to apply to Modern Warfare 3, but now we know that's not the case. There will be a separate weapon balancing patch that will be put out really soon, which will adjust these weapons for the full launch of MW3, but there is still a chance this upcoming Wednesday they do put out one last set of patch notes to adjust whatever it is they need for MW2 so that they leave the game on that note and likely will never touch it again. I mean, they'll probably do some stability here and there, but I think in terms of weapon balancing, they might do one last set of balancing this Wednesday for the playlist update in Modern Warfare 2 for some of the patch notes. They'll leave the game as is, and then all future patch notes that we get will be for Modern Warfare 3. Now, if you guys are like, wait, DK, why are you playing Raid Episode 1 here in the background? Well, I was helping a friend try to get his last completion to unlock one of the rewards that he was missing, and it was cool to bring the Ghoulie camo into this episode thanks to the new loadout system that are in raids. But if you guys are like, wait, what about raids inside of Modern Warfare 3? Will they be some type of seasonal update? Sadly not. Unless they're going to surprise us later on, it's very, very unlikely that we ever see raids in Modern Warfare 3 or even COD games in the future. For those that thought that MW3 campaign was too short, I'll give you a copium answer, which is play the raids in Modern Warfare 2. They're essentially 4 additional co-op campaign missions, but I know you guys are going to make fun of that down below in the comments. I get it. I really enjoyed raids this past year. They were a highlight for me along with DMZ to cover throughout MW2's life cycle. It was just something different, right? Provided variety, more to play aside from multiplayer and Warzone. I really had a good time, but I was really surprised to see that we returned to Adamgrad in the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. It kind of felt like Raid Episode 5, and I'm sure that whatever was planned for a 5th Raid episode did get torn apart a little bit and then was sprinkled across several campaign missions that we got inside of Modern Warfare 3. Now, at least in my opinion, I'll say this: open combat missions in campaign should come back in the future, but with a bit of a change. They should be optional co-op missions that are like raids and take place in between some of the core linear campaign missions, but let's give them a little bit more substance, right? A little bit more spice so that they are replayable in the future. The last thing I'll end with is a massive set of patch notes that also came out a couple of days ago for Modern Warfare 2 for those out there that were wondering if certain issues they were having have been resolved. So they put out an update including several fixes for known crashes, issues with fetching online profile, new game options that were broken, Skeletor's operator staff was misaligned, there was issues with player collision, zombie infected, the alien death ray weapon blueprint that you can get in the soul capture event, third person problems. They got some adjustments there for high velocity rounds, gun screens, groups, total amount of souls, incorrect rewards appearing in the event tab. Let's see what we got here. Issues with the Tempest Razorback Hellspawn weapon blueprint, the Sakin MG38 treat weapon blueprint missing a visible smoke effect, issues with the emblem page, soap operator's name displaying incorrectly. Deathmatch private match on shipment wasn't working. They still haven't fixed private matches though, where your HUD doesn't disappear. I don't know why that hasn't been fixed. Also an issue where players can encounter a frozen screen during the Battle Pass intro video. issues with the Juggernauts not appearing during the final fight in Adamgrad Raid Episode 4, an issue with the M4 Union Guard weapon blueprint displaying as a placeholder image in the combat detail widget. Also other issues with the HUD itself, the MRAP turret. They adjusted the brightness of the flow-through nuke camo you can get by doing Champion's Quest. Also an issue where players were receiving a temporary ban, also getting an incorrect message saying they're permanently banned. That's very scary. And also issues with weapon unlock notifications. Now what's also interesting is they've now increased the total number of possible active duty operator slots for those few people out there that bought every single bundle that comes with one. There was an issue where you couldn't have more than, I believe, 25. Now you can have more, and no, they do not transfer into Modern Warfare Zombies. Modern Warfare Zombies may be a DMZ Outbreak hybrid, but is an on-disc experience for Modern Warfare 3. It is not free to play in Warzone like DMZ is. And lastly, there are a number of bug fixes for Warzone as well. The Undead Ruins decal, that's not being received correctly. There's an issue with Von Dead, the Butcher, the Swamp Creature, a bunch of haunting related fixes there. An issue where barding for a disguise at the Scavenger's Buy Station will only yield a disguise at 0%. Issues where the correct writing was not displaying on the chalkboards in Building 21 while using the R4D detector. Issues with the UFO. Let's see, an issue where receiving a player that had pled for help in DMZ after a squad wipe could result in issues performing the revive. An issue where having multiple active duty operator slots in DMZ could cause a screen flicker in the operator select menu. Also issues with the LTV, Scavenger's Buy Station, the Captain Silver briefcase not being able to be opened in DMZ, and lastly an issue with the Doom chainsaw blueprint. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. Essentially one of our last videos you'll be seeing here on the channel in regards to Modern Warfare 2. Those are our last few updates we got in terms of patch notes. We got an update there on the Bruen and the FR556 finally, the Oni bundle, plus even the ending of the Haunting. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out everybody.